edition of Living in Marda Loop. Today I have the good fortune to be with Marilyn Taylor of Taylor Made Pilates. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brad.
And Marilyn, tell us a little bit about your current situation. You've had Taylor Made Pilates for at least 10 years. How long has it been?
I started doing Pilates in 2002, and I became a Pilates instructor in Calgary in 2005.
2005, and you've been at it ever since.
Yeah, I took a few years off to have my little girl.
Right, very good. And your little girl is how old now?
She's 7.
She's 7. I was thinking she might be 11. No, 7, that's great. And what motivated you to, open a Pilates studio?
Well, I initially discovered Pilates when I was rowing, and I started doing it to help strengthen my core and my overall strength and flexibility. And I saw through my own rowing career that it helped significantly. And so I decided right away that it was something I wanted to pursue, also because of the lifestyle that it allows. It's a life of simplicity, and I teach out of my home, and I can decide my own hours, my own vacation, and I can have my dog around and my daughter. So there's a lot of benefits that way. And then once doing it for myself, I realized how effective it was. And then once teaching Pilates to my clients, I could see an even further benefit for a wide range of people.
Wonderful. Something I find a little bit funny, and I'm going to say this, and it's kind of funny because most people that I know who do Pilates, and there's not a lot, I don't know if it's a lot, I don't know a lot of people do it, but they seem very fit and very strong, like you. That's like, does that make sense? I mean, they're doing Pilates so they're fit and strong, or why do I have that feeling that like every person I say they're doing Pilates and they love Pilates, they love it, and they're also all fit and strong.
Anyone can do Pilates at any level, so you don't have to be fit and strong. It does get you quite fit and strong as a result of it. But there's a wide range of people that I see, from 70-year-old people who aren't working out that much but want to maintain a standard of living. So Pilates helps them stay younger, be able to play with their grandchildren. But then I also have the other end of the spectrum, where I have ballerinas that come, and they're 12 and 13-year-old, and they are growing like weeds, and they need to learn how to use their body and which muscles to use to lift their leg, or they need to strengthen areas that are weak, like behind their shoulder blades or underneath their shoulder blades. And it just increases body awareness. So there's a huge range of people. There's also people who have back pain that come to see me, or shoulder pain. So it's not necessarily everyone that's fit, but maybe they're getting fit because they do Pilates.
Right. And the joke that I sort of started to believe, I heard one guy said to me a few years ago, I'm driving to work or something, or I'm driving early in the morning, 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 7, and I see these people running on the streets, and they're all so fit. And well, it's kind of like related, I suppose, is, most runners they're running, and because they're running, they're generally fit, probably. So it's a little bit of a joke, but most of the people that I've talked to, it sounds like, so anybody can do Pilates.
Pretty much anyone. I've even worked with a quadriplegic once.
Wow.
So I mean, you really can. You can have MS and come to Pilates. You can be an elite athlete and come to Pilates. You can be old and sedentary. So anyone can come. It can bring you up from any level to the highest level. Not everyone's going to go to the highest level, but there's a spectrum for everyone that can enjoy Pilates.
I'm interested maybe go down that road a little bit further. I'm more of an endurance guy myself. I like to run, bike, swim, those kind of things. And then I know, then there's someone, they might, like myself, might describe myself as an endurance athlete and do those things. And then I'm a yogi person, lots of the yogis, and that's the sport. Are Pilates people similar? Is Pilates a sport, or is it a strength and train? Like, what is the mindset in Pilates?
That's an interesting question.
You were a rower and you got into Pilates. You're working with dancers who get into Pilates. Does anyone just do Pilates as their level of their activity or fitness or sport?
I do have some people that just do Pilates and that's all they do. I don't know if I would call it a sport, but maybe it could be a sport.
My wife was doing Pilates, as I said, in the early 2000s, and that's what she did, was Pilates. It was like she didn't do other things. But then she told me about keeping my core and keeping this triangle in my belly that really improved my swimming, my skiing, my biking, all those things. When I could think about this core, is that something that you teach?
Yeah, that's 100% what I teach.
Okay.
And yes, it does translate over to all sports. It makes any athlete a better athlete doing Pilates.
Okay, good. And what do your customers love about the service you provide?
Well, kind of a little bit about what we've been discussing. Like, some people will come because they have back pain, so it helps relieve back pain over time. Some people want to improve their body awareness, so maybe a dancer might come. Maybe balance might be an issue for some people, so as you get older, balance is more something you want to work on, so you're not falling on the ice in the winter. For me, it was to bring myself to a higher level in sport, so core strength and overall strength and flexibility can help any athlete.
Nice, very good. And is there anything exciting coming up? Right now we're actually first day of May. That's exciting, but this is May 2020, pandemic time. How is that affecting your business? I guess hugely.
Yes.
And how are you? I guess is there anything exciting coming up other than surviving the pandemic, or what's in your horizon?
Part of surviving the pandemic is I started teaching Pilates in my backyard. So I use social distancing. I sit on my deck when I teach, and my clients come, and they're only clients that are within a household. So like maybe a mother and a daughter, or a husband and wife are coming, and I ask them to bring their own mats, and I have a board and a mat that I put down, and then they put their mats over top, and I'm disinfecting everything after everyone leaves, so the next people have disinfected equipment. And so that's one way, and then there's Zoomalates.
Zoomalates?
Yeah, so I'm teaching Pilates on Zoom.
It's called the snake. And then this one is the twist.
And that's on the reformer.
And so that's the same as what I did on the mat, but on the reformer.
And what is the reformer, Marilyn? I know about the reformer. And what is this thing here? Torture chamber.
This is the Cadillac. The torture is really the electric chair.
This thing over here.
Well, that's the Wanda chair, and when you put the back of this on, that's the electric chair.
Oh,
so,
good.
And that's the pedicle.
Okay. Do you want to show us what the pedicle does?
Sure.
It looks interesting to me.
It's a good way to limp through this.
Right. Well, that's exciting that you're doing that. Very good. And Marilyn, what are some of your future goals? I mean, again, other than getting through the pandemic, I guess you're going to continue to help your community and getting strong in their body cores. Anything else that you would like to share? Future goals?
I know I looked at that question and I'm like, what are my future goals then?
You're not going to build a big, beautiful studio in the heart of Marda Loop, for example.
No, I was like, the only thing I could come up with was a handstand. I want to do a handstand.
You want to do a handstand? So do I. Maybe we can work together. I gave up. I've been wanting to do a handstand for I started the goal 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I obviously didn't want to that bad because I didn't do it consistently every day.
Yeah.
And so how long have you been working on your handstand, or have you started yet?
I have started, and I've improved dramatically. And so now I can do a handstand up against a wall.
Good. And that's like holding your body up against the wall.
Yes.
Okay. I got to that state too.
Yeah, and now I have to move away from the wall. I have a sore wrist, so this has been holding me back, but
that's
my
happened
next
to me
step.
too.
Yeah.
I stopped because I think I hurt a shoulder or something. It's been 2 years ago since I stopped. I was to be 2 years in July that I stopped progressing in my wishes to do a handstand. I might get back to that. Do you think I'm too old?
No.
Oh, why? Have you ever seen anyone as old as me learn to do a handstand? No, you haven't.
Well, I think I might be older than you.
I don't think so. What do you love most about living here in Marda Loop? And working here with your studio.
Well, I love the location. I grew up around this area.
Oh, you did. So you're Calgary born.
Yeah, so this feels like home. And I love, there's 2 new additions to this neighborhood that I really like. And one of them is our Daily Bread at the end of the street.
Oh, I love it there too.
Yeah, it's a good vibe, and it's something we really needed in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And another good vibe is on the other end of my block is Sea Space.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. You can go walk in there at any time, and there's always something going on there.
It is. It's wonderful. And the new Georgina of Roma Cafe is there. And just a lovely.
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, she opened March 10th. Like, terrible timing.
Yes.
But I've just met her recently, and it's a lovely place. And she's kind of finding her way in terms of her space in that cafe. Was it Burrow that was there before her? In any case, yeah, this is you have a lovely studio with very walkable to nice amenities nearby.
Yeah.
Well, Marilyn, how can people reach out to you, and what else should our viewers and our guests know?
You can find me at tailormadepilates.com, and you can also follow me on Instagram, Tailor-Made Pilates.
You are doing great stuff in Instagram.
Thank
I'm
you.
loving it.
Thank you. I'm very new to it, and so
Who's
it's
helping you
exciting.
with that? Like, it looks pro, like totally pro.
And well, I had some help at the very beginning with from Haley, who also helps Tanya Eklund.
Yeah.
And she was excellent. She held my hand I didn't know how to start. I didn't even look at Instagram before that. So
Oh, really?
So this has been something kind of fun for me to explore, and it's a little bit addicting too. Not for myself to post, but looking at other people's posts.
Right.
So.
Oh, I just love what you're doing.
Thank you.
It's really great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you're doing a great job as well.
Well, thanks very much. Maybe not as pro, very organic or.
Well, and it's helping other people, so it's really good what you're doing.
Well, thank you. So Instagram and your Instagram hashtag or handle is Tailor-Made Pilates.
That's right. Yeah.
All one word.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll include links to the show notes. Any ask of the audience, Marilyn? At this point.
Well, you can if you're interested in doing Pilates, or maybe not right now. Maybe you want to wait. You can buy gift certificates online, and just contact me, and we can have a credit waiting for you when you're ready to come.
Good.
Yeah, or you can come now in my backyard for Zoom Pilates.
Well, Marilyn, thanks so much for being on the show. We wish you all the best in getting through this time, this pause in our daily life, our grind, and we'll all come out stronger for it.
Thank you, Brian.